What's up, people? It's episode 7, I believe. Or don't exactly check, keep count. Anyways, so, as you would probably know, since I'm talking about it all over Facebook, I want to start a horror movie club. I guess you could say film noir, whatever. Um, I had this idea from watching a lot of movies, and basically, I already talked to Mr. Gleichman. I want him as a sponsor because he's someone that likes movies, so hopefully he becomes our sponsor. But he questioned it himself. How do you do that? And my idea was to watch. Well, for horror movies, we couldn't watch anything like Saw, obviously, and if so, maybe the first one. But like, even then, we need people. Well, you who are showing up to it to be signing to have like parent permission slips because the school really won't allow us to watch rated R movies, and if so, they have to probably look over it, and the parents have to say yes. But my idea for this horror movie club would be watching like a couple PG-13, but I was thinking more black and white movies like Dracula, Twilight Zone stuff, and then we would talk about it. After watching these movies, we would talk about it. One movie I did want to show was John Carpenter's The Thing, if you've ever seen that. I'm talking about the original Thing. And basically we would talk about it, compare it to modern day movies. Like, here's an idea. Alfred Hitchcock, Legend Begins. Well, more like Alfred Hitchcock Presents. I got this a while back. It has like 20 different black and white horror thriller type of movies. And it's mainly about like, I guess these are the well chosen episodes that he's ever made, or movies, whatever. Some of them are talky, which means like, how do I explain this? A few of them have actual talking in it, some don't, because these are like 1930s, and yeah, some of them are 30s. But black and white was like the idea I had. We could watch stuff like Creature from the Lagoon, that kind of stuff, just because the movies nowadays aren't really real horror movies, but I just thought maybe that'd be cool. So information. A lot of people don't know information. Obviously, I need at least 10 people to start. I know a few people that are dedicated, but if you're going to join the group, you really need to be dedicated. You have to be able to show up. Miss Fallows, the lady I talked to about it, said that possibly a monthly meeting, but I want to go with a weekly meeting, maybe like Mondays and Fridays, or maybe just Fridays. Stay after school, and whoever sponsors us in the sponsors room, watch the movie. Well, engage in a conversation first, watch the movie, then talk about it. That's kind of the idea. I don't know like when this is going to start. It's probably not going to be for another month or two because there's a lot of crap I have to go through, like a big process. First off is getting 10 people, then a sponsor, and then start like a rules, like a constitution thing, I guess. And then we have to figure out, again, where it's going to take place, how long, what day, all that. So far, all I know is it won't start for a good month or two. I would like to try once a week, maybe 2 times a week, if not once a month. And we will watch a lot of black and white movies. And if you are one of those teenagers where your parents don't let you watch scary movies, well, then you are shit out of luck. But the idea is to get a parent permission slip, which we will write up. And basically, you have to, get permission to watch scary movies. Because again, the school probably wouldn't even let us show it in the first place. But I had the idea. Some teachers like it, so hopefully that's where we're going to go. And if you need any information, contact me on Facebook, on my new account or my old one. But most likely contact my phone. If you don't have that, I can give it to you. What I want to talk about now is movies, again. One of the newest movies I watched, I went out and bought. That'd be Scream 4. I'm a big Scream fan, and when I saw this movie, I mean, okay, all I gotta say is I like the cover design, I like the 4, and that's pretty sick. I'm sorry, that's really stupid, but I like it. Anyways, Scream 4. I remember when it was first, like, out there, they were making a 4th one, I was kind of like, oh, sweet. The 3rd one sucked, so did the 2nd one, so let's see what happens. Now, I do like the Scream trilogy, I watch it a lot. First one's the best one, and when I found out the 4th one was coming out, I was more than excited. And then when it comes to theaters, I wanted to see it. I couldn't. Saw like half of it online. About 2 weeks later, I find out it's not in theaters anymore, and I guess it's because it didn't do so well. It got very bad reviews. It sucked worse than the last two, but when I watched it, I loved it. I thought it was much better than part 2 and 3. Just because the idea, new decade, new roles. That's like new decade, new trilogy. I like that. New ideas, new people. I think it was a lot better. Not as good as the first one, obviously, but better than the second and the third. The only issue I have with the movie, it seems a little too. It doesn't feel like a Scream movie at all. I mean, you know what I'm talking about when you've watched them. They all seem the same, kind of, in a certain way. Like, yeah, they all have their own look to it, but this one seems a little bit different. There's too much comedy is one problem. Weren't enough death scenes, in my opinion. Not enough people were dying. If you watch the last three, there's a lot of people that die. And a lot of it was predictable, which is, I guess, most of them, but just the idea of being able to predict it kind of sucked. Let's see, what else did I have a problem with? The acting seemed a little shitty. Like, it was kind of terrible. And the main characters, David Arquette, Courtney Cox, and I do not know how to say, I think it's Neve or Nav, I'm not sure how to say her damn name. I don't think it matters either. But they were barely in the movie. They really didn't have much to do with it, which kind of sucked. And from what I remember reading, Wes Craven said that he was going to make one of the three the killer, and that didn't turn out to be the killer, so I thought that kind of bothered me, but I did like it besides my complaints. I thought it was really good. A lot of people don't like it, but I think it's a really great horror movie, and I'd love to actually be able to show it for the horror movie club I want to start. That would really be awesome if I could, but who knows how that'll work. Anyways, go buy Scream 4, rent it, watch it. You'll probably like it if you're a teenager. You don't have to watch the first three to watch this one, because unfortunately this one has a new look, a new take. It's almost as if it's a standalone film, which I guess is kind of the idea. I've been wanting to see Final Destination 5 because I do love those movies. Well, I thought the second one was okay, third one sucked, the Final Destination was terrible, and so I wanted to see the fifth one. I've heard some pretty good things about it, but again, the first one is like the best. What sucks now is that there's really no more horror movies for our generation because they keep remaking everything. Like, the Friday the 13th remake was pretty good, but it's not really a Friday the 13th movie to me. I wouldn't watch it over and over. I don't consider it a Friday the 13th movie. The new Nightmare on Elm Street, I loved it, enjoyed it, but still, it just wasn't good enough. Now they're remaking the Leprechaun movies, and if you saw those, you already know they suck, but they're funny in the same way. Like, every horror movie I've watched most likely sucks, but I like it because I love horror movies. I don't know why. I guess scary, blood and guts, nudity, all that stuff is just awesome altogether. Someone told me to watch a movie the other day called, like, Orphan. It was really stupid. Sorority Row or something like that sucked too. The Descent 2, which was awful. And then, what else did I watch? I saw Lake Placid too. That was really stupid too. I was looking online the other day and I saw a thing for Hostel Part 3. Now, I didn't really like the second one, but the first one was awesome, and they're good movies. If you can take torture, then you could watch it, but they're really bad, disgusting movies. The third one does look pretty good. It has nothing to do with the last two, though. The director doesn't return. Nobody from the original cast returns, but the idea is a couple guys go to Vegas, meet some girls, just like the Hostel story. Wake up and they're a part of a sick game show that involves torture. So it sounds pretty cool. It's a straight to DVD movie though, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. Enough with horror movies. I think I should talk about something else. I saw 50-50. I can't really tell you about it, but it was really good. I'm talking very, very good. Like, I haven't seen a comedy movie that made me laugh as much as The Hangover until I saw 50-50. It was much better. Speaking of Hangover, there's an idea for a Hangover Part 3. It's a rumor right now. They said that it would probably be the last one even if they did it. And the issue with it is they would have to live up to the idea of The Hangover, so it might end up being the exact same thing again. So probably going to be like the Hangover, just China now, or wherever they're doing it, but that's something to look into. I mean, I do like them because they're funny movies. Jim Carrey. What is up with Jim Carrey? I don't know if I talked about that before, but there's something wrong with Jim Carrey. I don't know if you've seen his videos, but on YouTube he's talking about Emma Stone, I think it is, and how he wants to marry her and have kids with her. I don't know if he's playing around or if it's real or not, but it's kind of creepy. If anyone knows what's going on, please let me know, because that is just, it's kind of ruining me. I love Jim Carrey. I'm going to cry when he dies. I'd like to move on from movies now to friends. There's a lot of douchebag friends I have in this world suddenly. Like, I don't know, I guess it's because it's my senior year. I feel like I should do more because I haven't done much with my high school life. You know, I didn't want to be the popular kid. I didn't really do anything. I didn't play football or anything because I never thought that being an attention whore would be that great. Now, I'm not dissing on popular kids, but a lot of them are attention whores and I can't stand it. But my idea of fun was going home, reading comic books, watching movies, which I still do, so nothing much has changed, and I really haven't been doing anything with my high school life, so starting a horror movie club would be cool, and trying to get more friends. I mean, I have a lot of friends now, but they're all freshmen, so it makes me look kind of weird. I don't care about my looks, it's just, you don't see that every day. And girls are really irritating me this year, I don't know why, it's just, I guess I'm getting older, and I'm starting to realize more and more that girls are different than guys, obviously, so it kind of sucks. Relationships. I've had a lot of friends around me have relationships that sucked and it just didn't work out and they ended up breaking up, so I feel all bad for them, but then I'm kind of like, if you can't make a relationship last and you know it, then why bother? I've had friends that have girlfriends that are so controlling, they won't let them talk to other friends or anything, and I'm just like, dude, that sucks, break up. I can't do that. A lot of people think of me as an asshole because I put my foot down in a relationship. It's because I don't let a girl tie me down. I don't. I'll do anything for my girlfriend to show her that I love her and to be nice, but honestly, if I'm really irritated or I just won't do anything, I won't do it. I'm not going to fall for that, you know. I guess I'm not the dream boyfriend, but like, honestly, I have pride in myself and I don't like giving myself away. I remember, I'm pretty sure I said this quote before on my show, but Steven Spielberg once said, I mean, this is for movies, but I also like to relate it to friendships. He said that you never know what's going to happen for a movie, and when I want to direct a movie, I think about what I want to see. Not what the audience wants, but what I want to see. What would I like to see happen? If you focus too much on making a movie for the audience, then you're sacrificing who you are as a person. In life, if you focus too much on trying to make everyone think you look like a good person, you're just sacrificing who you are. Honestly, it bothers me that people would talk bad about me, but like, why would I care? I mean, nobody really does care about who talks about who. It's just, people talk, they always do, and you've always got those people out there that know it alls. They think they know everything, even though they really are losers. I'm just saying, like, with friends, it's really hard, especially with my senior year. A lot of it's going downhill, kind of. I just want to make the best of it, but I don't know how to, because I haven't really thought of much to do except for sit on my ass. Because it's senior year, I'm really freaking out about where I'm going to go in life. I gotta do all this crap. I gotta get a car. Because I've never had a car freshman, sophomore, junior year. I was lazy and I was too afraid to... Just the idea kind of scared me, I guess. I'm too afraid to grow up, if that's what you want to call it. I've had a lot of arguments with friends, so it just kind of seems like this year's starting to suck already, but... Friends come and go, obviously, so do girls, but I'm just going to try to keep hold of what I have. You know who you are if you're my true friend, but life just goes on, I guess. Guess I can't complain too much. Anyways, I want to thank you guys for watching my show. All I really did this time was talk about movies. I know it's been a while since I've had someone on my show, but I can't really get a person that's dedicated to come onto my show, so... Whatever, but I'll be filming episode 8 pretty soon. Until then, just tune in. If you want me to talk about anything, let me know. If you need any information on anything, just contact me on Facebook, my phone, anything possible. But until then, thank you for watching my show, and I guess this is goodbye.